Distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem, Negaraku, followed by Sarawak state anthem, Ibu Pertiwiku. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly be seated and thank you very much. Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera, salam Malaysia Madani, salam Sarawakku sayang, salam Sarawak maju makmur, salam segulai sejalai, and good afternoon. The Right Honourable Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bintun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Amar Douglas Ugah Mbas, Deputy Premier of Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Amar Haji Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, Deputy Premier of Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Amar Professor Dr. Sim Koo Hian, Deputy Premier of Sarawak. The Honourable Tan Sri Datuk Amar Haji Muhammad Asfia bin Awang Nasar, Speaker of Sarawak State Legislative Assembly. The Honourable Tuan Anthony Lok Siu Fook, Minister of Transport Malaysia. The Honourable Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, Minister of Transport Sarawak. The Honourable Ministers, the Honourable Datuk Amar Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar bin Marzuki, Sarawak State Secretary. The Honourable Deputy Ministers, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Dr. Haji Wan Lizosman bin Wan Omar, State Financial Secretary. Yang Berbahagia Datuk Amirul Faisal Wan Zahir, a board member of Malaysia Aviation Group. Yang Berbahagia Datuk Captain Izham Ismail, Group Managing Director, Malaysia Aviation Group, MAG. Distinguished guests, Head of Department, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard to the Sale Purchase Agreement signing ceremony between Sarawak Government and Malaysia Aviation Group. So to begin our event with blessings, it is my pleasure to invite Yang Berusaha Ustaz Haji Muhammad Ihsan Haji Haizir, Deputy Imam Besar of Sarawak, to lead the doa recitation.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين حمد الشاكرين حمد الحامدين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيده يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك الكريم وعظيم سلطانك اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم يا Allah, the most gracious and the most benevolent, on this glorious afternoon, we raise our hands in gratitude for your blessings on this sale purchase agreement signing ceremony between Sarawak government and Malaysia Aviation Group, which will be witnessed by the Right Honorable Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak. Allahumma ya Allah ya Fattah ya Alim, all glory be to you ya Allah for the achievements of all we have planned, including our goals and ambitions. May all that has been begun result in positive and beneficial outcomes. Please shower this event with your blessings and kindness. Bless all of us present here today with tranquility, joy, and happiness. Ya Allah, you have bestowed an abundance of blessings upon us. We understand that all of our achievements, both past, present, and future, are from your endless love and grace. Hence, Ya Allah, bestow your wisdom upon all of us so that we will remain humble and grateful to your favors, and deep in our hearts, we know your favors are perfect for us. Give us strength, dedication, and patience so that we can work together to propel our country to new heights of progression and greatness. Allahumma ya Allah ya Dhal Jalali wal Ikram, laden our hearts with honesty and patience in order to attain our goals and ease our efforts in serving others with sincerity, and may we be protected in all that we do. Protect us, Ya Allah, from doing wrong and be wronged. Please keep us safe from dangers and adversities, catastrophes and calamities, and any other sources and causes that might endanger ourselves, our communities, our state, and our nation. Ya Allah, with your all-encompassing mercy and blessing, please grant Sarawak and Malaysia eternal peace, progress, and glory. Allahumma bika nasta'in wa alayka natawakkal wa anta rabbul arshil azim. ارحمنا يا ربنا فإنك أنت أرحم الراحمين وصلى الله وسلم على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Thank you Al-Fadhil Ustaz Haji Muhammad Ihsan. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a pivotal milestone in Sarawak's aspirations to enhance its air connectivity. It is a historic moment as Sarawak moves towards another milestone in aviation, where we will witness the signing ceremony of the sale purchase agreement between the Sarawak government and the Malaysia Aviation Group. Before that, now let us watch a special video montage on this journey.
We will have our own airline, Sarawak Airline.
I sincerely hope that after the New Year and before Hari Raya Puasa, we will witness the realization of our ambition to have our own airline with the takeover of Maswing from the Malaysia Aviation Group, MAG. Yang dapat saya reveal hari itu ialah Maswing beres.
Oh, Maswing beres. Beres maksud dia macam
Maksudnya
mana boleh elaborate?
sudah kita mengambil alih dan tidak lama lagi ada signing.
Fly, Sarawak, fly. So ladies and gentlemen, now it is our honor to invite Yang Berbahagia Dato' Amirul Faisal Wan Zahir, Board Member of Malaysia Aviation Group, to deliver his speech.
Right Honourable Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Amar Douglas Unggah Mbas, Deputy Premier Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Amar Haji Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, Deputy Premier Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Deputy Premier Sarawak. The Honourable Tan Sri Dato' Amar Haji Muhammad Asfia bin Awang Nasar, Speaker Sarawak. The Honourable Tuan Anthony Lok, Siufuk, Minister of Transport of Malaysia. The Honourable Dato' Sri Lee Kim Shin, the Minister of Transport Sarawak. The Honourable Ministers, the Honourable Dato' Amar Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar bin Marzuki, State Secretary of Sarawak. And Yang Berbahagia Datuk Captain Izam Ismail, Group Managing Director of MAG. Distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to you all. Sarawak's first experiences with aviation can be dated back as early as 1922. 1922, a mere 20 years after the successful flight by the Wright brothers in North Carolina, a Dutch flying boat was spotted flying over Bulaga on a test flight to establish a route between London and Singapore. Now today, slightly over 100 years on, we mark another historic moment on Sarawak's aviation history, the signing of the Sale and Purchase Agreement for Maswing's transition to the Sarawak government's stewardship. Now this marks more than just a change in ownership. It signifies the beginning of a new chapter, poised to elevate air connectivity in Sarawak to greater heights. Now, Maswings has been an integral part of Sarawak and Sabah's growth, connecting families, communities, and businesses across the region. And for many years, it has served as a vital link, ensuring that even the most remote areas remain accessible. On behalf of Malaysia Aviation Group, or MAG, I extend my deepest appreciation to the Premier of Sarawak and all stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to make this transition possible. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, at MAG, we believe customers are the reason we exist. While we operate diligently behind the scenes, our greatest joy comes from bringing people together, reuniting families, fostering economic ties, and bridging distances. Now, Maswings carries the same culture of dedication. Over the last 18 years, since the establishment on the 1st of October 2007, it has won the hearts of many by delivering essential air services with care and commitment. From its humble beginnings to its role today, it has become more than just an airline. It is a lifeline for the people of Sarawak and Sabah. And for many, especially those in the remote and regional areas, this airline has become a vital lifeline. It has provided a pathway for students to pursue education, ensure businesses can thrive no matter where they're located, and delivered urgent medical care. So it's not just an airline, it is a fundamental service that supports livelihoods and strengthens the fabric of the state. And that is why today's transition is important. It ensures that these lifelines remain strong, reliable, and responsive to the unique needs of every community here in Borneo. For MAG, this transition is bittersweet. Maswing and its team of over 300 has been an integral part of our operations. However, we also see this as an opportunity, an extended runway for Maswings to reach new heights under Sarawak stewardship. We're confident that with the right vision and strategy, it will grow stronger and unlock greater potential for Sarawak, Sabah, and the broader Malaysian aviation ecosystem. Sarawak's economy is on a strong growth trajectory, driven by its commitment to industrialization, digital transformation, and sustainability. And with Sarawak's GDP growth projected in range of 5 to 6% in 2025, the state is rapidly expanding its key sectors, including energy, manufacturing, tourism, and agriculture. And major infrastructure developments further position Sarawak as a key economic driver for Malaysia and the wider ASEAN region. As Maswings charts a new course, its future is closely tied to Sarawak's broader economic ambitions, and planned growth of the airline presents an opportunity to strengthen key industries by aligning air transport with the state's long-term developmental goals. Improved connectivity can accelerate tourism, making Sarawak a premier destination for travelers. And agriculture and agro-based industries stand to benefit from enhanced air freight services, supporting rural economies and expanding export potential. As Maswings takes a step forward, MAG remains committed to its core mission to extend Malaysian hospitality and connect Malaysians with each other and the world. Now, at present, the airline industry faces significant challenges as it emerges from the pandemic, including severe supply chain constraints. Shifting market demands have driven many airlines, including MAG, to pursue greater collaboration to strengthen resilience in this evolving commercial landscape. We remain optimistic that MAG and the new airline, with a shared heritage and strong foundations, will continue to support each other in advancing Malaysia and Sarawak's aviation ambitions. Safety and customer service remain our top priorities, and that is why we're working closely with the Sarawak government to ensure a smooth and seamless transition for customers. Flights will continue as scheduled, and the people of Sarawak and Sabah can remain assured of uninterrupted air connectivity. And I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone, our teams, stakeholders, and partners who have contributed to making this transition a success. Looking ahead, we are optimistic that a close collaboration with MAG and the new airline will be beneficial to Sarawak and the broader Malaysian economy. The aviation sector has an economic multiplier of 3.25 times, and each aviation sector job creates 6.1 additional jobs for other sectors. And by working together, we can realize our collective ambition in catalyzing Sarawak and Malaysia's economy to greater heights. For MAG, we see this as a new beginning of a stronger partnership. Our roots are intertwined, and our shared mission of connectivity remains unchanged. We stand ready to support and grow alongside the new airline, ensuring that Malaysia's aviation sector remains competitive and resilient in the face of evolving challenges. On behalf of MAG, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Premier of Sarawak, the Sarawak government, MASWING's employees, and everyone who has contributed to this seamless transition. And your dedication and vision have made this historic moment possible. And congratulations once again on this milestone. And we look forward to seeing MASWING's, which under its new ownership will be given a new name, soar to new heights. And we remain committed to working together to enhance Malaysia's aviation connectivity for the benefit of all. Thank you.
Thank you Yang Berbahagia Dato' Amirul Faisal for your insightful words. MAG is a global aviation organization comprising 3 focused business portfolios from airlines, loyalty and travel services, and aviation services. Next, I would like to invite the Honorable Tuan Anthony Loke Siu Fook, Minister of Transport Malaysia, to deliver his speech.
Terima kasih kepada saudara pengacara majlis. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Oping, Premier of Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Datuk Ahmad Douglas Ugah Embas, Timbalan Premier Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Datuk Ahmad Haji Awang Tengah Hari Hassan, Timbalan Premier Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Datuk Ahmad Profesor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Timbalan Premier Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Datuk Ahmad Haji Muhammad Asfiah bin Awang Nasa, Speaker Dewan Undangan Negeri Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, Menteri Pengangkutan Sarawak. Yang Berbahagia Datuk Amirul Faisal, Managing Director Khazanah, Kapten Nizam, Pegawai-pegawai kanan Kementerian Pengangkutan dan Kementerian Pengangkutan Sarawak, Ketua-ketua jabatan dan agensi, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian, salam sejahtera dan salam Malaysia Madani. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Premier of Sarawak and also Dr. Sri Lee Kim Shin for inviting me to this very historic occasion this afternoon. At first, I was not able to make it because it was a National Economic Action Council meeting this afternoon, chaired by the Prime Minister. But after second thought, I thought that I should come here instead of attending the NEAC meeting today, because I felt that this is a very historic occasion and a very important event for Sarawak. I know this is a big day for Sarawak government, especially for Sarawak aviation sector. That's why, to show my support and commitment, even though today is Cap Gome, Cap Gome, Premier Sarawak, is Chinese Valentine's Day. I'm supposed to spend the time with my wife today, but I'm here in Kuching but I have to fly back later this evening to attend another occasion. And I'm sorry because everyone is in your suit and tie. I'm wearing a batik because today is Cap Gome, I have to wear red. Kena pakai merah, ada ong sikit. Saya juga berharap ini membawa tualah ong kepada orang Sarawak juga. Today's signing is a very important milestone for Sarawak, especially to see the realization of this agreement. It's of course, it's a self-satisfaction for me, because I remember about 2 years ago, Dato Sri Lee Kim Shin first made a courtesy visit to Minister of Transport in Putrajaya, and the very important agenda that we discussed was how to help Sarawak to set up their own airline. I remember in the course of that discussion, I suggested this idea. Probably it's better that you take over an existing airline instead of setting up a new airline. Because to apply for an airline operating license, or AOL, and of course AOC from CAM, is a very long and tedious process. But if you take over an existing airline, you can take over the license. But of course, I told Dato Sri Lee, the airline does not belong to Ministry of Transport. Ministry of Transport and directly under the government, we do not own airlines. Airlines are owned either privately or by the government through our sovereign wealth fund. And I said the most logical airline for Sarawak to take over, of course, is Maswing, because Maswing operates the rural air service both in Sabah and Sarawak. And I told him, and the delegation, that the person that you have to speak to is the MD of Khazanah, because Maswing belongs to Khazanah. But I think, to the credit of Dr. Sri Lee and his team, they're very, very enthusiastic. I remember the very next day they meet Khazanah, immediately. So I called Dato Faisal, and immediately a meeting was set up, and the discussion started then. Of course, it took some time for the negotiation to take place, because this is a major agreement, a major exercise. It's not a simple transaction where you can resolve it within 1 or 2 weeks. It took, I think, more than a year for negotiation. And as far as the Ministry of Transport is concerned, I remember that what Dr. Sri Lee mentioned, if he said, if you want us to take over Maswing, do you come with a package of the RAS subsidy? Because we know rural air service is a social obligation. If we push the obligation to the new airlines, of course that will be very, very hard to sustain financially, because that is a big financial commitment every year. And then, of course, I said, as far as the Ministry of Transport is concerned, providing rural air service for both Sabah and Sarawak is a federal obligation, and we will continue to commit that. And one of our first steps is to sign a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, if you can still recall, on 27th of October 2023, here in Kuching as well. Ministry of Transport and the Sarawak government have signed an MOU to state our commitment that in the event of Sarawak government taking over Maswing, the financial subsidy and the financial commitment every year for rural air service will be continued to the new operator. And in fact, for the current year, 2025, the allocation is 209 million for rural air service. So upon taking over Maswing, of course, I'm sure the Sarawak government will rename a new name for the airlines. The rural air service is still part and parcel of the airline, and that is, of course, a very important operation, a very important obligation to be conducted by the new airline. But the financial commitment by the federal government will be continued to support the new airlines. For us, we are very practical. It does not matter whether it's operated by Malaysia Aviation Group or Sarawak government. The money must be well spent, the money must be well utilized, and to ensure that the rural residents in Sabah and Sarawak will continue to have good connectivity. And I'm sure the new owner, the Sarawak government, will definitely improve the services and to provide better connectivity to Sarawakians and Sabahans in the rural areas. This is something where, of course, we will work together continuously. And we hope that the rural air service can be enhanced. And I also know the aspiration of Sarawak government, especially Premier, to transform this airline, not only as a rural air service provider, but to provide regional as well as international connectivity. And this is something where the federal government will definitely support, because improving connectivity between our countries and other countries and the world is a catalyst for our economic development. As far as connectivity is concerned, we are not only looking at Kuala Lumpur. We hope that all our international airports throughout the country, be it KLIA or Kuching International Airport or KK International Airport, will continue to enhance and to improve on our connectivity. Even though today we signed the sales and purchase agreement for Maswing, I do not look at it as a zero-sum game. It's not a lose-lose situation for Malaysia Aviation Group. The new airlines can, of course, have synergy and cooperation with Malaysia Airlines as well, so that we can connect better to the world. And I'm sure you will have strengths. You will focus more on Borneo, in Sarawak and Sabah. And definitely, I think we can work together to look at it comprehensively, to ensure that what is important is Malaysia will improve in terms of our connectivity with the world. This is something which is very, very important as far as our future economic development is concerned. So I hope that the discussions will continue, the collaboration will continue, and in the spirit of the unity government, of course, the key word is collaboration. If we are willing to collaborate, if we are willing to negotiate, no issues cannot be resolved. Every issue can be resolved. And I'm sure Premier will agree with me. The federal and Sarawak government has a lot of negotiations on many issues, on aviation, on maritime, Bintulu port, gas, oil and gas, etc. I believe that every single issue we are able to resolve if both sides are willing to negotiate on good faith, and the principle guiding us is always a win-win situation. As I've said before, if Sarawak prosper, it means Malaysia will prosper as well. And I will consider the new Sarawak airline as Malaysian Airlines. It would not be a second fiddle. As far as the federal government is concerned, as far as Ministry of Transport is concerned, we will treat the new airlines as a Malaysian Airlines. And as far as our Malaysia aviation policy is concerned, in ASEAN, we are a very open aviation sector because we practice or we adopted the open skies policy within ASEAN. It means any points within ASEAN is free. I mean, it's open in terms of connectivity. It means from Kuching, you can fly to any parts of ASEAN. And Malaysia has more than 100 air service agreements with foreign countries. Whenever we have an ASA, we can connect our countries with that particular country. And that applies not only for KLIA, but for all airports and for all airlines owned by Malaysian. So I hope that this commitment will give you a sense of confidence that the federal government will continue to give our utmost support to the new airline, to thrive, to soar to new heights. And I'm sure that the Sarawak government, under the leadership of the Premier, will have big vision to connect Sarawak with the rest of the world. With that, all the best to the new airlines. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. inspiring address. Sarawak prosper, Malaysia prosper. I believe many of us here also wondering what are the name of the new airlines. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it is our great honor to invite the Honorable State Secretary of Sarawak to invite the Right Honorable Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak, to deliver his keynote address.
Terima kasih saudara pengacara majlis. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat tengah hari, salam sejahtera, salam Malaysia Madani, salam Sarawak maju dan makmur, salam segulai sejalai. Yang berhormat rakan-rakan timbalan Premier, Datuk Ahmad Douglas Ugah, Datuk Amal Awang Tengah, dan Datuk Amal Profesor Dr. Sim, yang berhormat Speaker Dewan Undangan Negeri Tan Sri Datuk Amal Haji Muhammad Asfia, yang berhormat Tuan Anthony Lok Siu Fuk, Menteri Pengangkutan Malaysia, yang berhormat rakan-rakan Menteri, lebih lagi Datuk Seri Kim Shin yang banyak berondeng untuk mendapatkan maswing. Seterusnya yang berhormat Setiausaha Kerajaan Sarawak, rakan-rakan timbalan menteri, termasuklah Menteri Persekutuan kalau ada. Seterusnya Setiausaha Keuangan Negeri Sarawak, Datuk Seri Dr. Haji Wan Lis yang jaga duit kita. Dan seterusnya yang berbahagia Datuk Amirul Faisal Wan Zahir, Board Member Malaysia Aviation Group, dan juga daripada Khazanah. Congratulations, I understand you perform very well this year, Khazanah. Yang berbahagia Datuk Kapten Izam Ismail, Group Managing Director, kawan lama saya. Seterusnya tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Saya pertama kali mengucap syukur kerana pada hari ini saya dapat sama-sama menyaksikan upacara majlis menandatangani perjanjian jual beli di antara Kerajaan Sarawak dan Malaysia Aviation Group. Saya mengucap terima kasih kepada Tuan Anthony Lok. He forgo Cap Gourmet di sana dan datang ke Sarawak. Ini real friend, you know. A real friend who established good connection between Sarawak government and federal government, particularly Ministry of Transport. I wish to say thank you. After you give pintu port to us, now you give plane to us. Thank you very much. It is with great pride and excitement that I stand before you today to witness the momentous and historical event which marks another major milestone for Sarawak towards having its own airline. This strategic move is not just about having an airline. It is about unlocking the full potential of Sarawak's strategic location for economic prosperity and sustainability through enhancing and expanding a connectivity network. Indeed, the Sarawak government has made a bold investment decision in acquiring Maswings, a decision rooted in our commitment to enhancing regional connectivity and boosting the growth of our economy. As we embark on this new chapter, let us recognize the significance of this strategic acquisition. One, enhance connectivity. As we have long recognized, control over our air services is essential, not just for facilitating passenger transportation, but as a catalyst, as mentioned by the Minister, for economic growth. By taking this strategic step, we are positioning and transforming Sarawak as an aviation hub for Borneo and gateway to ASEAN. Opening doors to new opportunities and fostering greater connectivity and accessibility to both domestic and international destinations that will benefit our local communities and business alike. This empowers us to take control of and manage our air connectivity, allowing us to tailor services that meet the needs of our people and our economy. With plans for new international routes and key markets, we are elevating Sarawak into a prominent player in the regional aviation sector, of course, together with MAG, as Malaysia as a whole. This enhanced connectivity will not only boost tourism, but also attract investment that will help to invigorate our local economies. Second, social equity and reducing regional disparities. The importance of air travel cannot be overstated in the case of Sarawak, given its relatively large landmass and located on the island of Borneo. So this is the bridge that we need, because tourists and people cannot swim between mainland to island. It is the lifeblood that connects communities, supports businesses, and drives economic growth. Maswing has long served as a lifeline for remote areas where road access is limited. By maintaining focus on rural air services, or RAS, the government ensures that the underserved communities continue to have access to essential services and opportunities in both Sarawak and Sabah. Through rural air services, subsidizing less profitable routes shall ensure that remote areas get connected to the rest of the world. This commitment helps reduce regional disparities, promote social equity, and greater economic participation from all corners of Sarawak and Sabah. With the introduction of new international routes and improved service quality through fleet modernization, we will enhance the overall travel experience. This is expected to increase tourist arrivals significantly, benefiting local businesses and the hospitality sector. The anticipated rise in tourism will generate additional revenue stream and employment opportunities further contributing to Sarawak's economic diversification by the creation of new opportunities in aviation, tourism, services, and other related sectors, particularly in terms of creating more jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to Khazanah Malaysia, Malaysia Aviation Group, MAG, and Ministry of Transport Malaysia for your close cooperation and strong support throughout the transfer and the process of transferring Maswing's asset. This milestone indeed marks a significant step forward for Sarawak, as we are greatly honored to have had the opportunity to work with Khazanah, MAG, and Ministry of Transport Malaysia in this exercise. The cooperation amongst us would not end here, as we anticipate more collaborations in the near future. As we move into this new era, we recognize the importance of maintaining seamless airline services. Therefore, we are working closely with MAG to ensure a smooth handover, leveraging their expertise and experiences to minimize disruptions and maintain high service standards. Ladies and gentlemen, building on our existing partnership, such as the Memorandum of Understanding between the Sarawak Tourism Board, STB, and MAG, we will continue to promote Sarawak as a destination of choice for tourists and business people alike. By collaborating on marketing and promotional initiatives while leveraging MAG's reach, I believe we can attract more visitors to Sarawak and Sabah and boost our tourism and business sectors. We are also keen to collaborate with MAG on training programs for aviation development involving aviation professionals and workers, ensuring that our workforce is well equipped with the latest skills and knowledge to drive innovation and excellence in airline operations. This joint effort will not only strengthen our partnership, but also contribute to the broader development of the aviation industry in Malaysia. We will strengthen regional connectivity by exploring new routes and frequencies that benefit all across the region. And I would like to extend my appreciation to the Minister for supporting this. Since we can fly anywhere, I think we will fly. This will not only enhance trade and commerce, but also foster cultural exchange with other nations. Now I would like to mention about the powerful economic synergy with this takeover. The formation of the new Sarawak Airline through this acquisition and ultimately the development of the new Kuching International Airport with the approval of the federal government. We have identified the location, of course, a lot of money, what to do, have to do it. Will create a powerful economic synergy that will transform the economic landscape of Sarawak. These are not merely public investment, they represent a bold and calculated vision for Sarawak's future. As mentioned earlier on, the initial acquisition of Maswings, together with the formation of Sarawak Airline, will generate a transformative impact on Sarawak's economy by enhancing connectivity, creating jobs, improving infrastructure, supporting SMEs, and contributing to achievements of economic growth targets. Aligning all this with our aspiration under the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy, PCDS 2030. These initiatives collectively aim to position Sarawak as a vibrant economic hub in Malaysia and the region as a whole. With this in mind, today I'm proud to announce our Sarawak Airline will be known as Air Borneo. Air Borneo is poised to create balance between connectivity, affordable fares, and economic benefits. Operating as a full-service carrier, FSC, Air Borneo can significantly enhance the passenger's experience through superior in-flight services. This will emphasize the regional prestige of Sarawak as a premium travel destination. Air Borneo will further boost our connectivity both domestically and internationally. Air Borneo will, of course, still focus on rural air services and progressively on destination within 4 to 5 hour radius before expanding further in the future, if the travel markets warrants it. It's all economics. When we name Air Borneo, meaning we also take into consideration our sister state, Sabah. And beyond that, maybe we extend to Kalimantan. Air Borneo, being a full-service carrier, will be engaging in strategic partnership and code-sharing agreements with other international airlines, including our very own Malaysia Airlines, further expanding the network reach and improving global connectivity for Sarawak. Air Borneo is envisaged to offer more diverse and specialized job opportunities ranging from customer service to advanced technical roles, which can contribute towards skill enhancement and talent development in Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like just to touch a bit on the new Kuching International Airport. The development of the new Kuching International Airport is a critical component of our infrastructure strategy that will enhance logistic and trade operations. This new modern airport will feature state-of-the-art facilities and intermodal connections. We also aim to position Sarawak as a net food exporter by 2030, leveraging on improved air freight capabilities to reach both domestic and international markets. This transformative step will create a powerful economic synergy, propelling Sarawak towards prosperity and sustainability. This will not only enhance our economic landscape, but also ensure that our growth is inclusive and sustainable for generations to come. Moving forward, as we move forward on this exciting journey, I call upon every one of us, government officials, business leaders, community members, to join us in this endeavor. Let us work together to realize the full potential of our economic agenda. We also look forward to exploring opportunities and working with the original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, be it Boeing, be it Airbus, be it Comac, be it Embraer, or be it ATR. At the same time, whoever wishes to work with us, they must also bring high-value proposition to Sarawak and help Sarawak to develop its aerospace industry, which is still at its infantry stage. I foresee, with the help of the federal government, as you know, the Prime Minister has identified us as the satellite launching pad because we are at the equator, and therefore I foresee the aerospace sector as a new frontier that Sarawak should go into, leveraging on Sarawak's suitability for satellite launching site and on our trainable workforce. That's why we want to give free tertiary education in Sarawak 2026. The aviation industry is such that there must be very close partnership and collaboration with the aircraft manufacturers and suppliers, not just as vendors, but also as our valued long-term partners. Together, we can build an aviation and aerospace sectors that not only support our economic ambition, but also enhance the quality of life for all Sarawakian. In closing, once again, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has contributed to making this transfer exercise a reality, especially to Yang Berhormat Tuan Entili Lok. Yang berbahagia Datuk Amirul Faisal and Yang berbahagia Datuk Captain Izam. Thank you to the working teams from also Sarawak Government, Air Borneo, Malaysia Aviation Group, and Mas Wings for your hard work and dedication that have brought us here today. Let us embrace this opportunity with hope and determination as we soar towards the new heights together. And I wish Air Borneo success. Thank you very much.
Thank
Wabarakatuh.